Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here on this Friday. We just want to do a quick recap of First Alert safety desk stories, some important ones that I covered over the work week. 3 in particular that you're seeing on your screen right here. That first one, young women, teen girls driving, the rise in antidepressants. That's a new study that we had come out. And then the FDA saying PFAS, those forever chemicals that we report on a lot, are being removed from certain food packaging. So we'll talk about that and then let you know where you can find that report. Also, Consumer Reports are a nonprofit. They're warning about certain video doorbells that have serious security flaws. So if you have a video doorbell, you'll want to hear about that. And that's something that we had this morning on Action 2 News this morning. So hope you're all doing well on this Friday. Lots to talk about here. And then we're also going to be back live on the air at 9 a.m. for Action 2 News mid-morning. But we want to talk first and foremost about that study I mentioned right off the top, young women driving, that rise in antidepressants. That was a big story this week. So what we saw here is that more young people are reaching out for a prescription to tackle their anxiety, to tackle their depression. So this study, a lot of the information is not new, but the numbers are. It was all posted in the journal Pediatrics. It says the number of young people requiring prescriptions for depression or anxiety has skyrocketed since the pandemic, and it's talking about 12 to 25-year-old people. The study says that number went up for young women 130%, so that was pretty impactful. And we have the whole study on WBAY.com, but I just wanted to put that bug in your ear about this, especially if you have maybe a teenage daughter. Experts say the rise is alarming, but they also talk about how it can be life-saving in certain situations depending on the person. So if you're noticing changes in your child, things like mood changes, maybe stay attentive to how they're feeling, have conversations with them, look at their school performance, their attitude, things like that. And these health experts that are in this study, they talk about how if you start to see those changes, you should see a doctor or counselor right away. So that was a pretty good talker this week when we were covering those First Alert Safety Desk stories. And if you're on Facebook, maybe chime in and say good morning. Good morning to you, Jody. Thanks for always tuning in. I want to talk about another one that I thought was pretty important this week that I talked about. This one right here, those forever chemicals that we talk a lot about, that we've seen in our waterways. These are a little bit different, but it's still the same chemical that impacts your health. It's linked to a lot of different things, including cancers, hormonal disruptions, things like that. So PFAS, that forever chemical, has been found in different food packaging. So the FDA officially putting out that rule, that regulation against companies, and they need to make sure that they're removing that grease-proofing forever chemical from their packaging. Fast food restaurants, popcorn was included in that, and a couple of other things. So make sure you head over to our website if you want to learn more about that. And a lot of the companies did say that they've already had pressure, enough pressure, with regards to making sure that their products are safe and free from these forever chemicals, but this will make sure that they legally have to follow the rules because it is now a federally regulated thing. Another story, this one is a good one for this morning. We were chatting a lot about it. Certain video doorbells with serious security flaws. So if you have one, a lot of people have the Ring, Nest, things like that. But there's certainly a lot of people who buy other brands. And this was from a Chinese company, Econ Group. Researchers with Consumer Reports, they did a product review on these brands that you're seeing on your screen right here, Fishbot, Ando, but they're under that company, Econ Group, a Chinese company. They're sold online, Walmart, Amazon, Sears. You could see a lot of the major retailers there on your screen. But Consumer Reports say that after that product review, they were able to learn that some of these people, bad people, will be able to log into your camera, take your information. They can even override you on your app to this camera. So make sure you head to our website so you can check to see that you don't have one of these at home. But the brand's right there on your screen. So just double check. You can also double check with the website. If you click there, it'll have a little bit more of what Consumer Reports says you can do about it. Walmart, Temu said they removed the products from their website, and actually Walmart is offering refunds. Temu says they're reviewing the findings, but Amazon, Sears, and Shein did not respond, but we did check, and the cameras were still being sold on their website. So make sure you check out that advisory. It's at wby.com to make sure that it's not one that you have at home, because again, they're able to tap into your camera. They can take the video footage, camera, stills, things like that. Don't want that. But otherwise, all of the other stories are right here at wby.com if you want to take a look. There were quite a few important stories that we talked about this week, not just the ones I just mentioned. There's this Neenah Police Department scam. There's scammers calling, posing as Sergeant Clint Driscoll. That is something you don't want to deal with, because they are asking for money, as they normally do. So make sure you read up on that. This eye ointment recall was a pretty good one too, and a couple of other things. So you can head over to wby.com for a quick look at those stories, and then look at the ones that we talked about in case you have any questions. But otherwise, I got to get back out upstairs to anchor the mid-morning show, and then this will replay later if you missed something and you want to check. But otherwise, just like I said, everything is on the website. Thank you very much for being here. Have a great weekend. I will see you next time.